I haven't done a walk and talk video in a while. It's like an actual one. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. We're here in the woods. Peaceful, quiet. Dogs, me, content, happy. Good stuff. Pretty much my favorite and most important part of the day. Sure for these guys too. Look at Sue just in bliss there. Found the tennis ball. Little mini. And my dogs actually listen off leash and stay with me because I took the time to train them. Nonetheless, so where am I at in life? 51 years old, the end of 2025. Very interesting past few years, and this year kind of everything came to the head, losing my best friend John, who call it what it is. I had a bad habit in my life, building worlds around people that were very important to me, being loyal to a fault, I guess, but you don't really, you circle the wagons pretty tightly. You don't really put big circles out there, with like people in your world. And I focus mostly in my 20s and 30s on my work and raising my daughter. And in my 40s, I really, dug in and really worked on my career, moved to Los Angeles, did all the things I did, got me to where I'm at now, hosted the Untrainables, met all these cool celebrities, TV appearances, blah, blah, blah. In that time, I met what I thought was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I had my best friend John. He was always the go-to for any social stuff. I'd always have him for the holidays and whatnot. And he died in June. And about 3.5 years ago, my ex-girlfriend Kate, she left me. And granted, I deserved it. I wasn't the best version of a partner. So, the smoke clears, you realize the error of your ways. I've grown a lot as a person. I've cleaned up my act, a lot of things I was doing at the time. But nonetheless, here we are, 51 years old. Out on a hike week before Christmas. Probably not going to do much more than continue hikes like this through the holidays. And that's fine. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. It's just sometimes a little isolating. Now, granted, I have my clients. I see people all the time. I talk a lot on the phone, on Zooms, in real world. I'm engaging people in the dog. So I do get a social life, if you will. It's just kind of superficial in a way. Not really, though, because I'm connecting with people. I'm really, but it's connecting through the dogs. I even joked with a client the other day. I says, listen, I don't know if you and I would go hang out and, go out and do stuff, in the real world, but we're getting along famously here because we're connecting through your dog and recognizing certain elements of life and relationships while we're in our sessions, right? So to me, that's a blessing. That's a great thing. But sometimes it gets lonely. Like yesterday, I literally had nothing to do. So let's get in the car and drive like 6 hours. Luckily, California is so beautiful. I mean, this is like 4 minutes from my house where I am, but I can drive a couple hours and go see Mount Whitney, go out to Joshua Tree, Death Valley. I can drive to the ocean. Thinking about maybe next week going to visit Hearst Castle. I haven't been to in a long time. That place is pretty amazing. And you go up north to San Francisco where, but there's culture there and there's restaurants and, and there's lots of wilderness, Again, I'm only an hour and 20 minutes from downtown Los Angeles, and there's not a soul in sight here. That's why I live up here. But anyway, yeah, so, again, I'm not complaining. This is just where I'm at. I don't know if anyone really cares. It's one thing I learned, and that's sort of why I am where I am. That, there are people that I had in my life over the years, and I still would be there for them. I'm sure they're there for me. But, you realize, like, how many times are you going to be the one who initiates the interactions, the calls, the holiday, what do you call them, platitudes, the holiday wishes, And again, it's not about one thing you learn, I've done like some 12-step work in my life, and one thing you learn is you can't go into relationships looking at it as transactional, right? That's why I love dogs, because they kind of need you, and I get tenfold from them, but really their entire life is based on relying on me. That's why I go out and hike them. They're not going to get in the car and take themselves, and these poor guys are going to suffer. I won't let that happen. With humans, yes, you got to take the same thing, but you also have to accept that not everybody's going to do it like you or be the same with you or see eye to eye, and that's fine. But the problem is a lot of people, I find, is that they're so in another realm of existence, or their karma just hasn't taken them to a place that other people have. It's better for me to just kind of move on from them, or at least at this point in my life. But again, that's just the reality of where I'm at. I do a lot of thinking here. It's the holidays. And I would have been in Colorado seeing my buddy John for sure. But, you know, so it's lonely in that regard, and makes you kind of take a step back. And again, what did I do? I was really loyal and dedicated and didn't feel I needed all these people in my life. I haven't even really, you know, I dated off and on the past few years, but I just focused on me, my dogs, my work. I moved back to California about 1.5 years ago and caught up on some things financially. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm making sense, but I have all these thoughts in my head, so figured I would talk about them. And by the way, here's my doggy still listening to me. Sue! Hey, buddy. I know he's around that corner. Come here, buddy. There he is. See him? Look. Like a bear in the forest. There he is, waiting for me. It's a little typo. Speaking of bears, this is a little funky here. And one of my neighbors, I saw a post yesterday. Her dog, she says 100-pound dog. She saw it got carried off by a mountain lion. So I don't know. There's probably some truth to that, but being a little more cautious. I think I'm more worried about lions than bears. Oh my. So see, Sue, there's a lot of birds in there. Sue's gonna go flush out all the quail now. It's part lab, I think. Hear the woodpecker? See all the birds? See all the quail up there? They're up there on the hill. If he runs up there, they're gonna go. They're gonna come flushing out. But want to go flush some quail? Here, come here. Drop it. Let's flush some quail. Let's see if you can get it. I don't know if I can throw that far. Look at that tree. When they see him coming, they kind of start scattering. We'll finish the video enjoying my dog hunting for a tennis ball in a bush in the forest. Good boy, good find. The best. All right, thanks for listening.